A new month is upon us, and now it's time for the march to the playoffs. I'm Chris Treft, and this is The U Show. Let's get right to the important stuff and take a look at the standings. Chicago was the first team to clinch a playoff spot, impressively doing so in February. Not only are they in a secure playoff spot, but they are really starting to run away with the race for the top overall seed in the league and the Anderson Cup. The Steel is currently riding an 11-game win streak, which is chasing their own season high of 13, which they earned earlier this year. Chicago is a remarkable 20-2 on the road this year, which has been a big catalyst of their success. Speaking of streaks, Omaha's impressive win streak was stopped at 10 games, and that has put them only 4 points back of Waterloo for the top spot in the West. At their worst, they trailed the Hawks by 13 points in the standings and saw themselves on the outside of the playoff picture on multiple occasions before this amazing run. Last week, we broke down the new playoff format, and here's a look at how the playoffs would look if they started today. Des Moines and Sioux City have a great shot at getting into the West, while Cedar Rapids only trails Muskegon by 4 points and have 2 games in hand. With how much hockey we have left and how tight everything is, we will surely see some movement before the battle for the Clark Cup commences. Now here's a look at the top 5 scorers and goalies to this point so far this season. The top scorers are dominated by Steel forwards who are in a crazy race with each other for the scoring title. The goalies are a little more diverse, but it is also just as tight of a race for the league's top goalie. Coming this weekend, we have a battle of the Titans as the Fighting Saints and Steel go head-to-head in a home-and-home series. Not only is this a meeting of the top 2 teams in the East and a potential Eastern Conference final preview, but a game loaded with talent and 2 teams that have played some very entertaining hockey against each other so far this year. On Sunday, Fargo travels to Omaha to duke it out with the Lancers. The Force will start the weekend 6 points behind the Lancers for the 2 spot in the West, and depending on what happens on Friday and Saturday for both teams, this will be a big game for both sides. Fargo also has a Tri-City team who is playing well as of late on their heels. That's a wrap for me. That's all I got for this week. So until next time, I'm Chris Treft, and this was The U Show.